Hi Pisces, welcome to your August 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know I love you for it. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Remember, these are general readings, so not everything's going to resonate with everyone, and that's fine. And don't forget to use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and options with the world at large, what is going on with you Pisces? You have the Four of Pentacles. So you're looking at your money and your savings this month. This is what your actions are on, right? So you're looking at the finances, the money, the resources. Paying attention to your material experience is going to be something that you really are giving a lot of time and energy to. What I like about this is the Four of Pentacles is very grounded, right? So it gives you some sort of stability this month, and it does suggest that you're keeping things very practical. Like, you got to keep your feet on the ground, but more importantly, this is like the message that I'm getting from this card for you is like when they say if you want to win, you need to plan to win. This month you need to get a solid plan in place. There's no fucking around. You need to get to it, right? Whatever it is that you have in mind, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to create, wherever it is that you want to go in life, this month you have to build a solid plan towards it. For your money and materials, you have the Strength card, right? So this is nice. The Strength card always suggests to me that you are having to dig deep, right? So this month you might have to make a purchase that maybe you're not ready for, maybe you don't want to. Maybe you're thinking, oh, you know what, I don't know if I want to do this, or maybe it's going to be too expensive, or like whatever it is. It's basically saying find the courage to believe in yourself enough to say, I can spend this, or I can buy this, or I can purchase this, and it will be fine. I'll be able to make it back or recoup my losses. Now, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is you really working. I mean, this coupled with the Four of Pentacles, that's very often about weight loss. It can be about body fat, extreme body fat at that. You know, I'm sure all of you are wonderful. But it suggests that you are needing to pay attention to the physical self this month. So if you're on a weight loss journey, you've got to ramp up your efforts, right? That's not saying go mad and do yourself an injury. It's saying if you want to get ahead, whatever it is that you're going to do, you have to plan. And I know a lot of you out there were thinking, if you want to be somebody, if you want to be somebody. Yeah, absolutely, right? It's not so much about waking up and paying attention. It's more about putting a solid plan in place to win, right? Whatever it is that you're trying to win. And when it comes to your home and environment, there are adjustments here, right? There's a change or an adjustment of some sort. And with the Strength card, this is about you getting back to you. Like, what do you want? What do you need? How do you want everything arranged in your space? This is really the biggest message that I can give you this month. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Tower card. So, all right, it's not going to be like, I will say this, expect to have some sort of shocking news, some sort of information that comes to light that may see you having to act very quickly, might see you having to pivot very quickly. There's something here that suggests to me that whatever information you're given this month, you're going to have to act on it really quickly. Something is likely shaping up, some piece of information, something that's been overlooked, or maybe something that's being revealed to you. This could be about your work, it could be about your profession. There's something here that completely off-puts you, and you're having to just kind of say, okay, you know what, it is what it is, I'll deal with it as and when it comes. One of the things that I will say to you with this energy as well, the Tower card can sometimes be liberation. So especially with the Strength card in the mix, this could literally be you deciding to stand your ground. Maybe you're having a tough conversation. Maybe you're deciding to go toe to toe with somebody, with a boss, somebody that's in a position of power or authority. The other thing with the Tower card it very often, and because this is your communications, right? So this is information that you're getting that at the time you might not know what to do with. It might just be a case of, okay, now I know this, and what? You know, what am I going to do about it? What can I do about it, if anything? So very, very interesting. Just this month, I mean, you're the epitome of water, right? Because you are a mutable water sign. So you're like the epitome of water, movable, changeable, roll with the punches. When they push, pull. When they pull, push. And when it comes to your heart and half sector, or your love and relations, you've got the Page of Cups. There's a big realization coming in the heart sector. So for you Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant people, this could be a conversation that you have that makes you realize something. You could be a conversation that has you kind of, maybe through a conversation with a friend, with a confidant, maybe you come to a realization of something that you had been harboring or burying, maybe feelings for somebody, maybe you know, whether good or bad. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, you know, as a secret crush. It could just as easily be like, actually, you know what, I hate your guts. You know, it's going to be unique to you personally, right? The Page of Cups always suggests to me that you are smitten. And, you know, maybe you are smitten with somebody that you didn't expect to be smitten with. Maybe you fancy someone and you're like, oh my gosh, like all this time I thought I hated you, and actually I have the hots for you. You know, you could be just as surprised about this as other people are, maybe friends, you know, whoever your Cody is. The other thing with the Page of Cups, it does represent love, the beginnings of love, you know, the stirrings of something special. It's definitely there for you. So if you're single and you're open to it, it's a possibility that this could find you this month. You do have the Tower card here. I kind of get the feeling that this might be that sort of whirlwind romance that absolutely sucks you in, you know, captivates you, has you obsessed and possessed, and then like as quickly as it started, it kind of fizzles out. That's a potential, because you've got the Page of Cups right next to the Tower, so just consider that. For those of you that are in relationships, this month you could end up having a bit of a blowout. Maybe you're arguing over something, and you're both really passionate about the subject, and so therefore it's like, you know, I'm not willing to budge on this. And unfortunately, this is not the kind of energy, because you've got that Tower card there. You know, it's not going to be the kind of thing where you can say, well, actually, we'll agree to disagree. You're going to have to find a solution. You're going to have to find a satisfactory conclusion in some way, shape or form. It looks like, you know, neither of you are willing or prepared to back down. You know, but the love is there, so it's interesting. For your first week of the month, you have the Emperor right underneath the Four of Pentacles. This could be talks about new work, a job of some kind. For some of you, you could be interacting with a financial institution. This could be a bank. It could be, you know, yeah, like a bank, a building society. Maybe you're speaking to a financial advisor, very possible with this combination of cards. The other thing with the Emperor as well, this sees you really pulling rank in a lot of ways, right? This is going to see you maybe talking to the boss. I want more money, or I want more responsibility, or what do I have to do to get to the next position? Like, this is you being very proactive in the first month. You know, maybe getting very clear. The other thing is with the Emperor card as well, remember what I said to you about the Four of Pentacles? The Emperor represents pulling or commanding the environment into order. So having a plan this month is going to be paramount. If you want to survive this month, not survive, actually, that's really extreme. It's not like we're going to have the zombie apocalypse this month. Right, but if you don't have a solid plan this month, you're probably going to struggle. All right, so just keep that in mind. For your second week of the month, you have the Death card. So I'm starting to draw a slight conclusion here. I wonder, Now you've got the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor card, the Death card, which is 13. 1 and 3 gives you 4. It's really rough. 1 and 3 gives you 4. So technically you have 3 4s here. 3 4s represents a subject matter for reflection. So you're having to work or think really deeply about something this month and give it a lot of consideration. You've got the Death card in close proximity to the Tower, and I wonder, a touch wood on this, and I truly hope that I'm wrong, but I wonder if there's going to be a death this month that you hear about that you may have to act on, about, or over in some way, shape or form. You know, maybe you're not thinking about it, maybe you're not, you know, it's not anything to do with you, but you're pulled into it somehow. For when it comes to your money, with that Strength card, this is having the strength to do what needs to be done. Maybe this is, you know, stopping paying for something that isn't yours to pay for. Maybe this is getting rid of a creature comfort that you've always wanted and say, actually, you know what, I'm paying for this for no reason. It's not worth it. This is you having to get really, really honest and clear with yourself about something. Your third week of the month, you have the Chariot card. Very, very interesting. So the Chariot card is number 7. The Tower card is number 16. And actually, these cards are direct opposites in the Taroic wheel. And what I find interesting about this is the third week of the month, things are, expect a lot of this, a lot of movement, a lot of change, possibly and or a lot of upheaval, and expect to need to pivot on your feet. You're going to have to change direction with something really fast. And unfortunately, it looks like you won't have a lot to... what's the word? You probably won't see it coming. Like, even as intuitive and psychic as you are, you're probably not going to see this coming. So you'll just have to deal with it as and when it comes. Now, have to talk about the other challenging situation that comes up here. The Tower card with the Chariot and the Death card. I touch wood on this, I truly hope that I'm wrong, but this could be a car accident and potentially a fatal one. Now, I don't think this is you personally, but because this is in your communication sector, I wonder if you're hearing about one. Now, as a world prediction, I saw something of a similar nature in another sign, and it was at this point, and I wonder if we're going to see a technological disaster of some sort. When I say technological, I mean some sort of travel. You know, it could be a train, it could be a bus, it could be a plane, you know, like, I don't think it's an attack or anything like that. I just feel like it's one of those times when unfortunately it goes wrong, and I really hope that I'm wrong on this. I never revel making these predictions. So to all the people out there that are like, oh, you should never talk about this stuff, and I've been doing this a while, and I have to say, the people that trained me, specifically one, was really tough on me and made sure that I always say what I see. And I will love her forever for that. I will love the bones out of her forever for that, because those words and those lessons have really turned me into the reader that I am today. So if you can't handle me giving you the tough predictions, don't watch me. I'm never going to be that person that is always 100% happy and never tells you if something challenging comes up. It's just not who I am. So, soapbox moment aside, we have the Hierophant card for the 4th week, and this is right underneath the Page of Cups. I mean, for some of you, you could be turning a relationship into something. For some of you, you could be going beyond the stage of a crush and making it official. For some of you, you could come to that realization. It's likely, as well, too many, it's likely that this, actually it's 2, so we'll leave those. This is going to be fun. For those of you that are single and that you are meeting someone, or you're realizing that you like someone, this person's likely to be older than you, or very traditional. The Chariot card with the Hierophant card, this could be somebody that's from a very stringent religious background in some way, shape or form. Possibly somewhere, you know, Middle Eastern, so they could be maybe Jewish, maybe Muslim. I can't think of any of the other religions from that area. I really do apologize. It just feels like whoever you're connecting with, there's something about them. They come from a sense of heritage, so it's not just them that you're getting, it's all of who they are, right? which is always the case anyway. For those of you that are partnered or in relationships or marriages, something has to be looked at this month. You're having to really work hard to find that reconciliation. Now, the Tower card can represent divorce, and the Chariot, the Hierophant card, can represent marriage. So, you know, this month, it's not saying that your marriage is going to end, not for all of you anyway. It just means that there is a strain on the relationship this month, and it's not going to be one that you can just chuck away. You are having to work hard to make this, to make it better. So for your new moon message, you have the Gate 51 and Shock, which is actually very, very similar energy to the Tower. The new moon that happens in the sign of Leo this month is very likely to bring you a surprise that you are not expecting. As such, I think this is either a blast from the past or news that you're getting where you're like, okay, I don't know what to do with this. I just have to, you know, when something happens and you just have to spur yourself into action before you kind of lose your shit. This feels like it might be that. And then finally, for your full moon message, you have the Gate 54 and Ambition. I love this card because it's about finding your inner majesty, and it's about finding the energy within you to say, you know what? I've been selling myself short. I have not been going after what it is that I truly want. I have, you know, maybe this month you understand something on a much deeper level, and it sees you striving for more, to be more, to do more in some way, shape or form. The full moon in Aquarius is taking place in your, so it's 12 signs past Pisces. So sun, moon or ascendant, there's a 12th house energy, especially ascendant Pisceans, but sun, moon or ascendant Pisces, there is an element of this being a full moon in the 12th house. That for me always suggests, like, it's like shining a light into the closet where you finally get to sift up all of the silt at the bottom and clear it off. All right, so interesting month for sure. With that said, I wish you all an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.